Hey guys, welcome back to my channel SettBro. Today I will take you to one of the best locations in India. If you're a food lover, nature explorer or a beach lover, or you like to go for trekking at the hill stations and look around wild animals, this should be your next trip location. Let's dive into my 5-day trip to Kerala with my family of 5 members. We booked a tour package which costed us 15,000 rupees per person, and that included 4-star hotels with breakfast and dinner, plus we had a private 8-seater car to ride around Kerala, but it excludes the air and train fares. Let's begin. So day 1 was all about flying from Mumbai to Cochin. Landed into a rainy welcome. Luckily our driver was able to speak Tamil, which made our chatting easy. Oh, and almost everyone we met was able to speak either English or Hindi, so no worries about the translator. Our first stop was Munnar, and Kochi to Munnar was around 3 to 4 hours drive. Checked into the hotel and then had a delicious Kerala dinner. Day 2, we all dressed up to explore Munnar. After having a breakfast, we took our camera to capture Munnar memories. We decided to go for a jeep safari, an off-road adventure. The jeep safari included sightseeing of one of the famous waterfalls that can be witnessed only if you take the jeep safari, which is Ripple Waterfalls. There is an entry fee for these waterfalls as well. Ziplining was an option, but it was too pricey, 500 rupees per head. The cost of the jeep safari was 4,000 rupees per jeep, and they can take a maximum of 8 people in one jeep. But we were able to negotiate the cost down to 3,000 rupees. The safari was around 3 to 4 hours. If you're still enjoying the video with me, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. After that, we headed to Ponmudi Dam. Then headed to the hanging bridge, which was just like 15 to 20 minutes drive from Ponmudi Dam. Then we headed to the next spot in Munnar, which is Echo Point. And while driving towards it, we saw several elephant crossing spots, and we got lucky to watch wild elephants. We spent around 1 hour in the Echo Point, and they had an entry fee of 10 rupees per person. They also had boat ride too. We returned to the hotel and finished our day with a nice, delicious dinner. Day 3 was for Thekkady. After having breakfast, checked out from the hotel and said goodbye to Munnar. It was a 3 hours drive to Thekkady. On the way, we took a break to sip on some coconut water to beat the heat. We reached Thekkady around 1 p.m. and headed directly to our lunch. We made our way to Periyar National Park. You can take a bus or walk 3 km to reach the Periyar Lake. We chose to take the bus, bought the bus ticket and paid the entry fee. I guess I paid around 300 rupees for all of us. I don't recollect it properly. You need to buy a separate boat ticket for the boat ride that takes you inside the forest. Boat tickets were 255 rupees per adult and 85 rupees for the children, 5 years to 11 years old. It was a 1.5 hour ride, and we were lucky to witness some wildlife including deer, exotic birds and even an elephant. Please note, there are only 5 timings in a day for the boat ride. Morning 7:30 am, 9:30 am, 11:15 am and afternoon 1:45 and 3:30. After the visit to Periyar National Park, we went for a local adventure, which is elephant ride, that costed us 500 rupees per head. The ride was for 20 minutes and they allow minimum 2 or maximum of 3 people on one elephant. They had a couple of Kerala cultural shows as well. After that, we went back to the hotel and finished our day with a nice dinner and spent some time playing tennis and carom. Day 4. We woke up to a foggy and bit rainy but beautiful view from the hotel and were all set for the most awaited spot, that is deluxe boathouse at Alleppey backwaters. It took us around 4 hours to reach the Alleppey boathouse. It was a full day on houseboat. As soon as we entered, you can see the dining table. There is a TV and a huge speaker. Then we have this amazing bedroom with attached shower and western toilets. They served us food freshly made from their kitchen at the backside of the boat. They also took us to fish and crab market and advised us to buy, but they were too expensive. If we would have bought any fish or crabs, the chef in the boat were okay to cook it for us with no extra charges. They recommended us to go for a traditional Ayurvedic massage. The charges were starting from 2000 rupees per person. You can see people with a speedboat coming nearby the boat to offer speedboating service. The cost was 200 rupees per person. If I remember correctly, then it was only for 15 minutes. The boat took us to the stunning views around the backwaters until 5:30 p.m. as that is the latest they could drive according to government protocol. After 5:30, the boat halts at a corner and the aircon were switched on from 8 p.m. till early morning. They do offer an evening snack and tea, and later served freshly made dinner. Next morning, they served breakfast at 8 a.m. and headed towards the checkout drop spot. It was 1 hour away from the place where we halted. On the way, we were able to witness lotus. It was so beautiful. After the checkout from the boathouse, we still had few hours for our train. So we decided to explore some famous places in Alleppey and went straight to the lighthouse. There was an entry fee of 10 rupees per person and extra 10 rupees for the camera. Footways were not allowed at the lighthouse and we were asked to leave it outside. Look at the view from here, so beautiful. You can also see the Alleppey beach from here, which is our next visit. We spent an hour or so at the beach and then made our way to the railway station, which was just 10 minutes drive. And if you want to know the itinerary of my solo trip to European country Croatia, do check the video on the screen. Until next time, Jai Hind.